Until now, you could have ordered an F-Pace with a diesel or petrol engine and a power range between 163 up to 300 horsepower. But this one here is a completely different game. You see, there's no space left, and this is because of the V8 5-liter compressor engine. And that delivers 550 horsepower, 680 newton meters of maximum torque. And on top of this, you get all-wheel drive and you get an 8-speed automatic gearbox. And that is enough to accelerate that rocket in only 4.3 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. Top speed here is 283 kilometers per hour.
To make the F-Pace SVR and its power working on the road, it has a tuned chassis with stiffer dampers and higher spring rates, 30% at the front, 10% at the rear axle. In addition to an electronically controlled active differential on the rear axle, the setup of the gearbox, the power steering and the torque vectoring system are more sporty.
The suspension of the F-Pace SVR really is absolutely great for dynamic drives, but if you drive that car through a city with all these speed bumps and all these little bumps on the road and not the perfect surface always, it really gets a bit uncomfortable, because even if you drive in the standard mode, the car is already so stiff that you can really feel like now everything really and direct. And this really is a lack of comfort, and this is the only thing where I can say, well, they should have thought about it. If they could provide the car with a real comfort mode, that would be a big plus for this car.
550 horsepower and a V8 are facts that keep the numbers of real competitors small. Similar figures can be found at the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio with its 510 horsepower from a 2.9-liter V6 bi-turbo engine. Another competitor is for sure the Mercedes-AMG GLC 63S, which draws its 510 horsepower from a 4-liter 8-cylinder with a twin turbo. An entry price of just under 100,000 euros may sound high, but is not unusual in this league. For example, the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio starts from 89,000 euros onwards. And for a Mercedes-AMG GLC 63S you have to pay at least 90,975 euros in Germany.
When I drove the SVR through the countryside here in France, I really have to say every single gear shift caused goosebumps, and every time I finished one tight bend, I really have to breathe deeply to get some fresh air, because it's absolutely amazing how you can drive that car on these roads. And then there is the sound. That was my test drive in the new Jaguar F-Pace SVR, and to make it short, that car is absolutely adorable. The only two little things where I would start complaining a bit is the headrests. They're a bit too low for tall people like me, and the other thing is the suspension is so stiff. That means if you drive on a motorway or in the countryside, all fine, but if you drive that car in the standard mode through a city or on bumpy roads, that's far away from being comfortable. But on the other hand, being on the track with that car is an absolute fun, and I can tell you this machine really puts a smile on everybody's face who loves cars.